I am moving my tandem all the way to the back. And locking them into place. And there we go. I don't check them when I'm backing into a dock, as long as they click, which they did. Um, I don't know if you can still hear me because I'm in my truck and the phone is over yonder. Did we do it in one shot? Did we? Did we? Mm-hmm. Sure looks like it. Sure looks like it. Heck yeah. One shot, baby. Honey, I'm home. All right. So backed into a dock. I'm in DeForest, Wisconsin right now. And this load is going to St. Louis, Missouri. And I believe it's a drop and hook once I get there. So I will drive through the night tonight. Hopefully I can get there around the time that, the earliest drop off is, and I can then take my 10-hour break then. My arrival time is about 10 p.m. tonight, which is about 6 hours or so from right now. They're already loading me at this point, so I'm guessing it won't take any longer than an hour, if that. I'll get on the road, get there about 10:30 tonight. I'm going to check out my GPS and see where there is to park near there, or if I can park at their yard. My window of time to get there is anywhere between 5 a.m. and 1:30 p.m. tomorrow. So I should have plenty of time to get my 10-hour break in tonight. And that way, once I'm done dropping and hooking this, I'll have a fresh day to get rolling on my next dispatch. I'm going somewhere in Missouri to pick up a load that's coming back up here to Illinois to Joliet. So, pretty easy couple days. Although last time I said that, it ended up being all screwed up. So I'm gonna ixnay on saying anything like that anymore, and I'm just gonna roll with it day by day. No more pre-plan, because they never work. I don't plan ahead because it never works. I go with the flow. And yeah, I'm that kind of driver. I mean, I don't get me wrong. I look things up. I make sure, there's plenty of places for me to park. That, I look ahead and find out where there's rest areas, where there's truck stops, where there's, if I can park there overnight. I look at all those things so I have plenty of options in case one fails. I can go to the next one and the next one, whatever. I give myself lots of options, but I don't lock myself into one thing because that never works out here. I don't know about you guys, any of you drivers out there. If that works for you, good for you. That don't work for me. That doesn't work for me at all in life, in trucking, in nothing. So that's how that goes. So I got myself my new microphone. It finally came in. I got it all charged up and ready to go. And as you saw, I had the microphone on while I was in the truck backing up into the spot. It did pretty good. It cut out for a little bit as I went around this trailer next to me, but then it came right back. So it looks like it's going to be a good option here. I'm really happy with that. Now I can do things outside of the truck and still talk to you, or vice versa, inside of the truck while the camera's outside. And you can get a little bit of different perspective with me still narrating and explaining what I'm doing and why. So that's cool. I'm excited about that. I don't think I've ever seen that on anybody else's channel. Hopefully the weather will be decent. I'm going to look at all that right now while they're loading me up, and I will get back to you either while I'm still sitting here or somewhere out on the road. I don't usually film at night because the glare from the other lights and, you know, headlights and things like that it doesn't make for very good video, but I'll get a little bit if I can. If not, we'll film some when I get down there. I'll film tonight while it's still daylight out, if it's not raining too bad. It's no fun watching somebody's wipers go back and forth. At least it cleaned the bugs off my windshield. Hallelujah. I can't stand having to look through bugs all the time. Oh, we're done already. I am setting my pins. I just moved my tandems. Did you hear that? All right, I'm gonna go back and look. So this load is all of the same thing. It's cans all the way from the front all the way to the door. So pretty much guaranteed neither of my, I hate these damn roundabouts, telling you what. Neither the drive axles or the tandems would be overweight with the amount that we have on here right now. I hate roundabouts. I hate them. I hate them. All right, so we are headed to Missouri. I did not look at the weather. I was too busy recording. Hopefully this microphone sounds better than the old one. That would be nice. So we're going to try it out on this trip and see how it goes. My oldest, Aaron, spelled A-H-R-E-N, which means eagle in German. He will be 29 in August. My number 2, Austin, he will be 25 in August. My third, Alex, he just turned 23 in March. And then my youngest is 19. He'll be 20 in November of this year. Holy crap. Holy crap. I won't have teenagers at all anymore. They're all grown men, you guys. What the heck happened? How did that happen so fast? I feel like they were just my babies. Oy, oy, oy. Makes me feel old when I talk about how old they are. Look at those clouds. Just got fuel at Love's, all filled up with Duff and diesel. We are good to go for the rest of this trip, for sure. Probably the next one even too. Good morning, truckers and friends. It's 8:35. I'm on I-55 heading to Missouri. I got about 40 minutes to get to St. Louis, where my delivery is. And I slept in a rest area, and it was very quiet. I did not want to get up this morning. I was being lazy. I should be rolling already, but I did my pre-trip already. It's a beautiful day. It's 65, just a little bit of a breeze. Sun's poking out between the clouds every once in a while. And I gotta roll. I like working Sunday nights because you can always find a parking spot most of the time. This rest area was dang near empty when I got here, and looks like it's still pretty dang empty. I'm good with that. So I gotta roll, and I will catch up with you shortly. Maybe after I wake up a little bit. Maybe I need some fluffy coffee. Just pulling out of the rest area. It's okay, you don't need to move over, sir. I am not even there yet. But thank you anyways. Come on, truck, let's go. It's not a heavy load. Pick it up. She's still sleeping, apparently. I tried kicking at her and waking her up, but she's still sleeping. Maybe it's the driver. I just dropped and hooked in St. Peter's, Missouri. This load was already loaded. It's very heavy, 42,000 pounds of Lysol going to the Dollar Tree distribution center in Joliet. It's heavy. So crossing back over the Mississippi River, heading eastbound, about to get on 55 north in 15 miles, and crossing back over into Illinois. Don't call it Illinois with an S on the end, even though there's an S on the end. It's a silent S. Don't do that. Illinois. So yeah, I've lived in Illinois all but 1 year of my entire life. Mostly in the town of West Chicago, where I grew up. I've lived in Bentonville, Illinois. I've lived in Springfield, Illinois. I've lived in Aurora, Illinois, Naperville, Illinois. And I'm not telling you where I live now, but I live out in the country. So my dream is to buy like 20 acres of land or a small farmette and have animals again. We grew up on a farm, basically. My aunt had a farm in Wisconsin. They moved from down here in Illinois to Wisconsin to get a farm. And that, I'm telling you, was the best time of my life. Like, us kids had a great time growing up. We were always doing stuff on the farm. Chores were fun. It was like, you know, it was awesome. We had horses, we had pigs, we had cows, we had chickens and ducks. It was awesome. We had full-grown cows, and then we had calves, and that was fun. We had ponies, we had a Clydesdale, and all these animals stayed on my aunt's farm. And as kids, we still lived in Illinois, but we would go to the farm every single weekend. We'd be up there all summer long during our summer breaks as much as possible. You know, it's like we practically lived there, even though we didn't live there. Hello, truckers and friends. I am in Joliet, Illinois at the Dollar Tree Distribution Center, getting unloaded from what I picked up in St. Louis. And they're still working on unloading me. It took them a while to get started, but hopefully they'll be done soon. And from here, I am headed over to West Chicago to pick up a load at Suncast, which I've been there before. I pick up patio furniture. There's another video on it. And that is going to Monroe, Ohio. There's another dude over there recording something. Maybe he's another YouTuber. I always wonder who else is out here doing the same thing. I'm due to be in Ohio tomorrow. So I'll go get this load, probably head down the road a little bit, and then take my 10-hour break somewhere between here and, I don't know, maybe somewhere in Indiana. We'll see how far I get. I don't even know how many hours I got left right now. I need to check. So I've got 4 hours and 20 minutes left to drive for today before I need to stop for my 10 hours. It might take me 2 hours to get over to West Chicago. It's 5:15 right now. And like I said, I'm pretty sure they'll be done soon. And of course, then I'll be out here in rush hour traffic. It'll probably be rush hour traffic till, I don't know, 6:30 or so. I'm kind of right in the heart of it right here. Not the heart of it. The heart of it's in Chicago, but Joliet's, this area gets pretty congested too during rush hour. So, depending on how long it takes me to get there, I'm not too far from home in West Chicago, but it's in the opposite direction, and it'd probably just be as easy to stay in the truck instead of going home for my 10-hour break. As much as I'd love to go home, it just would be silly. No sense in doing that. I'll just find somewhere to park, or maybe even stay in West Chicago at this place if they'll let me park there overnight, and then hit the road early and get to Ohio for my, I don't think it's an appointment. I think it's a drop and hook. So I believe it's going to another Home Depot distribution center in Monroe, Ohio. And I believe I've been there before. I haven't looked yet. Mostly because I think I've already been there. Oh, I got a green light. Woohoo! goodness. What are they doing to this gas station? It is gone. Thornton's took them out, apparently. Okay. There used to be a little pizza place right here, right next to the stinky plant. It's gone too. Luigi's, I think it was. Yeah. Dang it, people. All the things I grew up with are just going away. We never got much from Luigi's, maybe once or twice when I was a kid, but I don't think my parents liked the idea that it was right next to the sewer plant. Plus, it smelled funny over here. I'm never going to get out of here. Maybe after this van, we're going. Come on, Amazon. Let's go. West Chicago. This is Route 38, which runs way west, and then it runs all the way to Chicago. Roosevelt Road, otherwise known as. I believe it goes all the way to Chicago. Maybe not. I know 64 does. I used to shop at this Jewel Osco when I was a kid. There's a little hot dog stand over here to the left. It used to be called Happy House Hot Dogs. Now somebody bought it out and everybody in West Chicago is sad. I don't know what it's called now. Happy Dog. Pretty close, but I don't know if it's the same anymore. It used to be the place to go. And then we all used to hang out here where this food mart is. It used to be, what the heck was it? It used to be a different kind of grocery store. But on the corner there was the Baskin Robbins, and all our friends from high school used to have jobs there, and we'd all hang out at the Baskin Robbins. And then up here, this old building that looks like it's falling apart, that used to be the bowling alley, Bowling Green. We used to hang out there and go bowling all the time. Friends and family and whatever. Can't believe that's gone too now. Dang it. Ooh, this tight little bridge. It used to smell like cookies over here and cereal, because right down the road, around the corner up here, used to be the old General Mills. I don't think it's there anymore. This truck, for being a 2023, sure rattles and squeaks and makes all kinds of noise. I talked to the boss man, the owner, while I was in Texas, and he was asking how do I like the truck, and I told him it's nice, it's really, really nice, but all the little plastic parts are falling off. We had like 3 weeks of wind around here where it was just super windy for 3 weeks straight practically, and all the little plastic parts started falling off. I got some of them still strapped down with bungee cords, and so I told him about that. He's like, yeah, KW is really embarrassed about that. And I'm like, yeah. He said, I said, for as much as you paid for these trucks, it's a little frustrating. I'm like, no doubt, man. Like, these things squeak like they're 20-year-old trucks. Which is sad. You'd think they'd be built better. Rattling and squeaking and squawking all the way down the road. And if you don't turn your radio up, it sometimes gets a little frustrating, a little agonizing. Suncast. Austin, my number 2 son, used to work at this Amazon delivering packages. I don't know how these guys do it. To be an Amazon delivery driver, holy crap. He was delivering like 300 packages a day. If you ask me, that's insane. And he'd be out there till 9:30, 10 o'clock at night. Hustling. Like, that's insane, I think, for one person. Not this Suncast, but the next Suncast. This gatehouse is never open. At least it never has been in the past. And it still doesn't look like it right now. There's never anybody here. And there's still nobody in there. This is where I videotaped my first video of me backing into a dock when it was super windy. If you haven't seen that, go watch it. One of my very first videos out here. There's actually 2 other trucks here. There are probably actually trucks that are leaving tomorrow. Or no, there's somebody in that one. Well, there's somebody in the other one too. Where's the door? I can't remember. It's down right there. I'm just gonna back in right here. I don't know why. I'm just gonna. I could have just parked right here and then walked in because there's not like there's a bunch of traffic around here or nothing. But I like to get out of the way.